Hey guys, I am back with another video, and today I am doing a bookshelf tour, and I actually have already filmed this, but when I was editing it yesterday, it took so long to film. It's in 4 separate videos, and when I was editing it yesterday, I realized the beginning part, that video, something happened when it was recording, so I don't have it. So just to let you know, so when you see me at the end of the video and I look in a different shirt and everything, that's why. So yeah, I have 2 bookshelves with 5 shelves each. That's 10 bookshelves. And since, it's the beginning of the year, I thought to start it off right by doing a bookshelf tour because I rearranged my bookshelves anyway at the beginning of the year. Also, look out, there's a bookshelf reorganization video coming your way at some point. Alright, so we're going to start up here on the very first shelf. This shelf is my favorites. We have The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, The Last Olympian, The Lost Hero, The Son of Neptune, The Mark of Athena, The House of Hades, The Blood of Olympus, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Sword of Summer, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Hammer of Thor, and The Trials of Apollo the Hidden Oracle, all by Rick Riordan. Divergent and Insurgent by Veronica Roth, Virals by Kathy Reaches, Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, Entwined by Heather Dixon, The Goddess Test by Amy Carter, Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, Maximum Ride The Angel Experiment, Maximum Ride School's Out Forever, Maximum Ride Saving the World in Other Extreme Sports, The Final Warning, Max, and finally finishing off this shelf I have Fang, all by James Patterson. Alright, on to the second shelf. This is still my favorite. The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, Paper Towns by John Green, If I Stay by Gail Foreman, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and finishing up my favorites, I have the first 6 volumes of Saga. And then this old-fashioned Polaroid, which serves as a breaking point between my favorites and then the other books I've read. Alice in Zombieland, Through the Zombie Glass, The Queen of Zombie Hearts, all by Jenna Showalter, Scent, and Sabotage by Margaret Peterson Haddix, Switched by Amanda Hawking, The Morganville Vampires Volume 1 by Rachel Kane, The Princess Bride by William Goldman, The Magnolia League by Katie Crouch, The White Glove War by Katie Crouch and Grady Hendrix, and finishing off this shelf, I have The Darkest Part of the Forest by Holly Black. Alright, now moving on to shelf 3, Full Tilt by Neil Shusterman, Sailor Moon Volume 1, The Giver by Lois Lowry, Perfect Chemistry, Rules of Attraction, and Chain Reaction by Simone Eccles, Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, and Unite Me, all by Tahara Mafi. And here in the front, I have Mistborn, The Well of Ascension, and The Hero of Ages, all by Brandon Sanderson. They're sitting here on the edge because they're going to Spain with me, and I didn't want to put them into the bookshelf. Arcadia by Mandana Tohindi, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan, In the Arms of Stone Angels by Jordan Dane, An Abundance of Catherines by John Green, Wonderlost by Jen Malone, Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle, Kissed by an Angel Bind-Up, including Kissed by an Angel, The Power of Love, and Soulmates by Elizabeth Chandler, Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone, Something Real by Heather Demetros, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan, Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider, The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James, Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, Don't Let Me Be Lonely, An American Lyric by Claudia Rankine, One Big Self, An Investigation by C.D. Wright. Alright, we are now on the 4th shelf. Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, City of Lost Souls, and City of Heavenly Fire, all by Cassandra Clare. The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. The Shadowhunter Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. The Space Between by Brenna Jovanov. Identical, Burned, and Tilt, all by Ellen Hopkins. Entwined by Jenna Showalter. Scythe by Holly Black. Bitten by R.L. Stein. Bellfire by Cale Chernan. Vixen, Diva, and Intrigue, all by Gillian Larkin. And finally, to finish up the shelf, I have Forbidden by Tabitha Sussman. Alright, so we are now on the bottom bookshelf, and I'm going to apologize if there's not a lot of light down here. My bed's in the way from the window. Sailor Moon Volume 2. I Kissed a Zombie and Liked It by Adam Selzer. Love Rosie by Celine Ahern. Pantomime by Laura Lamb. The Program by Susan Young. Frostbite by Rochelle Mead. Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. this creepy-ass book called The Foretelling by Alice Hoffman, Persistence of Memory by Amelia Atwater Rhodes, Subject 7 by James A. Moore, Roses and Bone by Francesca Leah Block, Starling by Leslie Livingston, Anti-Goddess by Kendare Blake, Half Bad by Sally Green, Wake by Amanda Hawking, Between the Sea and the Sky by Jacqueline Dolman, Wrecked by Anna Davies, Of Poseidon and Of Triton by Anna Banks, Forgive My Fins, Fins Are Forever, and Just for Fins by Tara Lynn Childs, Worlds of Ink and Shadow by Lena Cockley, Starbird Murphy and the Outside World by Karen Finfrock, Starbird Murphy and the World Outside by Karen Finneyfrock, Annex by Sharon Dogger, Dumpling by Julie Murphy. Fun fact, she actually lives in my town and teaches at one of the community colleges. Forgive Me Leonard Peacock by Matthew Quick, Generation Dead by Daniel Walters, Goddess Interrupted by Amy Carter, Evercross by Elizabeth Chandler, and to finish up the shelf I have Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. Alright, we are now at the top shelf of the second bookshelf. Starting off, we have Wicked by Nancy Holder and Debbie Vigay, Guilt by Catherine Longshore, the bind-up edition of Flowers in the Attic and Petals in the Wind by V.C. Andrews, The Demonologist by Andrew Piper, Jacoby by William Ryder, The Chronicles of Shannara, the Book 1, The Elfstone of Shannara by Terry Brooks, Poison Princess by Chrisley Cole, The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan, Fear Street, The Stepsister by R.L. Stein, RX by Tracy Lynn, Seizure, and Code by Kathy Reaches and Brendan Reaches, When the Wind Blows, and The Lake House by James Patterson, TTFN, and Later Gator by Lauren Miracle, Angels Inc. by Jocelyn Drake, No Safety in Numbers, and No Easy Way Out by Diana Lawrence, The Morganville Vampires Volume 2 and Volume 4 by Rachel Kane, Far Far Away by Tom McNeil, Salvage by Alexandra Duncan, All the Rage by Courtney Summers, Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, The Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, Lexicon by Max Berry, Doctor Who's 50th Anniversary short story bind-up. It's got 11 stories from 11 different doctors written by Oyen Colfer, Michael Scott, Marcus Sedgwick, Philip Reeve, Patrick Ness, Rochelle Mead, Mallory Blackman, Alex Scarrow, Charlie Higson, Derek Langley, and Neil Gaiman. Shatta, a Doctor Who novel by Douglas Adams, and The Wheel of Ice, another Doctor Who novel by Stephen Baxter. And finally, to finish off this shelf, I have the complete bind-up of all of the Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. Alright, now on to the second shelf. The Thousandth Floor by Catherine McGee, A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavalario, Game of Thrones, A Clash of Kings, A Storm of Swords, A Feast of Crows, and A Dance with Dragons, all by George R.R. Martin, A Drop of Night by Stephen Bachman, Last Year's Mistake by Gina Kowika, Wither by Lauren DeStefano, The Family Romanoff, Murder, Rebellion, and the Fall of Imperial Russia by Candace Fleming, After Party by Daryl Gregory, Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell, Spellcaster by Claudia Gray, Strange Angels by Lily St. Crow, Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo, Seven Deadly Sins by Robin Wasserman, Until the End by Christopher Pike, Bunheads by Sophie Flack, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Ullery Senzi, The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold, This Is Not a Test by Courtney Summers, Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, The Bughouse Affair by Marcia Muller and Bill Proninzini, Eyes Like Stars by Lisa Manchi, Tandem by Anna Jarzeb, and to finish off this shelf, I have These Shallow Graves by Jennifer Donnelly. Alright, on to shelf 3. Angel and Nevermore by James Patterson, The Vampire Diaries by J.L. Smith, Found, Torn, and Caught, all by Margaret Peterson Haddix, A Great and Terrible Beauty, Rebel Angels, and The Sweet Far Thing by Lima Bray, Infinity, and Invincible by Sherilyn Kenyon, The Fitz Osborns in Exile by Michelle Cooper, Anne Frank, The Diary of a Young Girl, No One Else Can Have You by Kathleen Hale, Salt and Storm by Kendall Kepler, Dark Companion by Murata Acosta, A Mad Zombie Party by Jenna Showalter, Duplicity by N.K. Traver, Archlight by Jocelyn L. McQueen, The Merciless by Daniela Vega, Ashes by Isla J. Bick, The Prophecy of the Sisters by Michelle Zink, and The Guardian of the Gate by Michelle Zink, Torn and Ascended by Amanda Hawking, Falling Under by Gwen Hayes, The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness, and finally to wrap up this shelf, I have Harbinger by Sarah Wilson and Teenan. Alright, so we're down to shelf number 4. Another Little Piece by Kate Kyrus Quinn, We All Looked Up by Tommy Welsh, Cross My Heart by Sasha Gold, My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, Take Me There by Corleen Dean, A Beautiful Dark by Jacqueline Davies, Revolution by Jennifer Donnelly, Unearthly by Cynthia Hand, Spirits of Ash and Foam by Greg Weisman, The Fox Inheritance by Mary E. Pearson, Angel Burn by L.A. Weatherly, Once by Cameron Dockey, Beautiful Dead by Yvonne Woon, The Rules of Disappearing by Ashley Eltston, Artemis Awakening by Jane Lincolnskold, Blythewood by Carol Goodman, Between Shades of Grey by Rupta Septis, H2O by Virginia Bergen, Just for Now by Abby Glines, The Name of the Star by Maureen Johnson, Vampire Kisses the Beginning by Ellen Schreiber, Dance of Shadows by Lillian Black, Vampire Beach 1 by Alex Duval, The Legacy of the Clockwork Key by Kristen Bailey, Wrapped by Jennifer Bradbury, Gone by Michael Grant, When the Sea is Rising Red by Kat Helson, The Lux, Rumors, Splendor, and Envy by Anna Goberson. Alright, so we were down on the last shelf, and I'm really sorry that the lights are really crappy down here. Cinder by Marissa Meyer, Hemlock by Kathleen Peacock, Unwind by Neil Schusterman, Stride by Aliza Sussman, Pretenders by Lisa Harrison, Friday Never Leaving by Vicky Wakefield, Blue Bloods by Melissa Dela Cruz, Delirium by Lauren Oliver, Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, Let's Get Lost by Addie Alsed, Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, The Beautiful and Damned by S. Scott Fitzgerald, Need by Carrie Jones, Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong, Lovely Dark and Deep by Amy McNamara, Beautiful Days by Anna Goberson, Immortal City by Scott Spear, Second Star by Alyssa B. Shinmal, The Winner's Curse by Marie Rutowski, Plus One by Elizabeth Fama, Texas Gothic by Rosemary Clement Moore, Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delavere, Zombies vs. Unicorn, that has a bunch of different authors like Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, The Diviners by Libba Bray, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn both by Stephanie Meyer, and that wraps up my bookshelf. Alright, well that wraps up my bookshelf tour for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, just drop a like down below. We can talk in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And yeah, so this was a lot of hard work, but you know, it's worth it, right? Also, all my social media links are down below also, so if you want to friend me or follow me or whatevs, it's cool. Until then, I'm Chrissy. I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!